The old grandfather clock in the hall chimed 11. A shiver, unrelated to the autumn chill, ran down Elara's spine. Tonight felt different. Even the trees shiver in the darkness. Heavier. The usual crickets, chirping outside her bedroom window, were replaced by an unnerving silence, broken only by the whisper of wind rustling through the ancient oak tree that loomed over her house. She pulled the covers tighter, the worn floral pattern offering little comfort. Suddenly, a scratching sound, like claws on wood, echoed from downstairs. Elara froze, her heart hammering against her ribs. She'd heard stories, whispered tales from her grandmother about creatures that crawled at midnight around their property under the cover of darkness. Creatures that hunted under the cloak of midnight. She'd dismissed them as old people talk. But now, another scratching, closer this time. A low growl rumbled through the floorboards, vibrating up through her bed. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced her as she remembers stories of fly-by-nights and ghouls. She grabbed the heavy antique candlestick from her nightstand, its cold metal a small comfort in the growing dread. Slowly, cautiously, she crept out of bed, the candlestick held high. Each step was agonizingly slow, her breath catching in her throat. She reached the top of the stairs, peering down into the void blackness below. The scratching had stopped. Was she overthinking things? She thought. The only sound was the frantic thumping of her own heart. Summoning her courage, Elara descended the stairs, the candlestick casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. The air grew colder with every step, and a strange, musky odor filled her nostrils. She reached the bottom, her hand trembling as she swept the beam of the candle across the living room. Nothing. Then, a flicker of movement in the corner. A pair of eyes, glowing red in the dim light, stared back at her. They were low to the ground, belonging to something small but undeniably menacing. Elara gasped, stumbling backward. The creature lunged, a low growl escaping its throat. Instinct took over. She swung the candlestick, the heavy metal connecting with something solid. A yelp, short and sharp, followed by a scattering of objects as the creature scrambled away into the darkness beyond the shadows. Elara stood there, breathing heavily, the candlestick clutched tightly in her hand, the silence returning, but this time it felt different. It was the silence of relief. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the windows. The house felt warm and safe. Elara found a trail of dark, matted fur leading out to the woods. She never saw the creature again, but she never forgot the night the darkness came across her house, bringing a creature desperately in search of blood. The memory served as a chilling reminder of the things that lurk just beyond the reach of the light. If you enjoy this story, please like, share, comment, and follow us for more.